Hi everyone, here we have like one of our new providers, XPO providers. And we were working this past weekend, on a Xamarin application, a mobile application. And then I asked myself like, hey, we never encrypt this database anyway, so how do we do it? So basically I did a small research, and it was so difficult to to encrypt the data. It's actually, the word is not encryption, is to cipher the database, which I really don't know which is the difference. But what I do understand is that when you do that, it makes it unreadable for other people if they don't have the password. So it's basically like an encryption key process. So it's not that it's going to encrypt like field by field and table by table. In general, it makes the file readable. So you either get access or don't, which I think is good. I mean, if you are able to securely pass the password that you want for encryption or for cipher, um, then you will actually have a really secure like environment. So we did this not because of the Windows setups that we do, like when we use SQLite, but for the mobile scenario most of the time, uh, you might lose your phone. I mean, and then you need to make sure that your data is secure. So basically, what we did for that is to create a provider. Actually, I don't know if this is going to be the final name in general, but right now the name is Encrypted SQL Connection Provider. So basically, what it is an implementation of the SQLite provider, but then we do a manipulation of the connection to basically add the encryption key. So this is the code. I mean, this is open source, so you will be able to read it, to read the source. So what I wanted to show you are actually the unit tests. Um, Here the unit tests. Let's start with the first one. There are like 6 tests, so I'm going to just show you what they do, and then we will run all of them. Okay, this one, it should create the connection provider from an IDV connection, which is an add connection. So we call the method create provider from connection with our new XPO provider. Then within the schema, you might remember this code from the best practices video. This is basically the same. I copied it from that article. Then I create a unit of work. Then I create a customer, and I save it. Then I retrieve it, and I check if I was able to read it, and if the values are actually the same, if I was able to store and retrieve in the correct way. So let's run this test really quick. So you see it passed. So I was able to send another connection, an IDV connection, and I was able to create a provider. And also I was able to read and write without any problem. Then the other version is basically the same, but instead of doing it from a provider, I create a connection from a connection string. So in this case, as you can see, I'm always registering my provider actually, but I'm calling XPO provider and then the name of the new provider, which is this one. And then I pass some values. In this case, actually, in here in this method, I add an overload to pass the encryption key, which is this one. And well, this will make sense if you're reading the data, but not if if you put that in a mobile device. In a mobile device, maybe there is a difference that where you need to resolve your encryption key. But at this moment, I will just leave it like that, just to show you how it is. And then the test is the same exactly. Actually, we don't run this right now. I will run all of them in the end. And then the other scenario that we have is that we create um, a, an encrypted database with the connection string, and then we create another connection with the normal provider. And this should fail. Actually, this should throw an exception. And here, to accept this test, I'm waiting for an exception that I cannot read the data actually. So this is the opposite test. This is I'm writing the data with an encrypted provider, but I'm trying to read it without encrypted provider. So it failed. So I'm expecting this to fail actually, because that it proves that it's secure. So then um, this next test is the same. Is that I should create basically the same database, update the schema, and then try to read it. So basically, it's the same test. So the difference is how I create the provider. And actually, in this case, the difference is that in the connection string, I'm not providing the encryption key. The provider, I added a static function that you should fill actually, and this function should return the encryption key or the cipher key. So basically, you can put that in a web service, for example, and call it. So you don't have to share your encryption key or store it in the phone actually. So it's good because you get it from a web service, then you read it, and then it's in your provider already. So in this case, it's like that. I mean, I'm not setting the encryption key in the connection string. I'm setting it in the function, which is request password. And the last one is a fail test actually. So in here, I don't pass the function, or I don't pass the encryption key in the connection string. So I expect this to fail actually, because I don't provide any of the ways. I mean, I don't set the value in any of the ways that is expected. So let's run on the test to make this video a little bit short. And then I will show you just the files. And let's run all the tests. And see, all of them pass, so it's good. And I'm going to go to the directory. And okay, let's go to the new folder. No, yes, this is the test. This is where I want to. So let's see. Okay, here we have all our databases. So let's check the first one. So this one, create data store from IDB connection DB, is this one. This was created with this encryption key, ABC123. So if I try to open this database, oh, I have this in the desktop. Yes, here. Okay, so when you start the SQLite browser, you have these two. One is just the normal browser that should open any database that is not encrypted or cipher. And this other one that is only for databases that are encrypted. So I will try to open this one with the normal one, because it's encrypted, it should actually fail. So let's copy the path. And let's try to open with the normal SQLite browser. So open. And this is the section that you will get actually. Also, is the section that you will get in C#. It will say something like that. You could not open the database file. Reason the file is not a database or is unreadable. I mean, this doesn't say that it's unreadable, but the section from .NET, I think that's what it says. So now let's do it in the correct way. So we know that this database is Cypher. So let's run this file and open the same. And it's here, open. Let's paste the same file. And it's asking me for the password. So the password was ABC123. And actually, I'm going to add an extra character, and it's SQL Cipher 3. So I add the extra character because I wanted to show that with the wrong password, it will not open actually. So I will do it again, like Cipher 3, and with the right password actually. And then it will open the normal instance. So the Cipher instance, only the difference that it will show you like a screen before you open the database, and it will ask you for the type of Cipher that you're using and the passcode. Also, you can do it from a byte array, but I didn't do an overall for that. But in general, I wanted to show you that the data is here, that there's nothing is encrypted. So the encryption or the cipher is at file system level. It's not inside of the data. But anyway, still it's really useful. I think it's like a really good idea to have it because it makes your application more secure. You can run this actually in Windows, iOS, Mac OS, and Android, and of course Linux. So basically, that's what we have right now. I'm kind of proud that we did the unit test first this time, and that is working. Actually, what we just need to do is basically create a NuGet package, which I will actually do at this moment. So package, and well, this will be version 1, I guess. And the product. I will just leave it like that for the moment. So when you see the source code, you will be able, I mean, if you download the source code, you will be able to create a NuGet package. Actually, I will not publish the NuGet package because I don't know if this will be the official name. I mean, I will not change anything on how it works, but I might change the name. I mean, the official name, but or who knows, it might stay the same. But in general, with this you can produce a NuGet. And I can show you like really quick by setting this to release, saving, and just running this. Now the file is here. So you will be able to reference, this is only 5 kilobytes, so it's basically nothing. And that's it. I hope you like the video, and I hope you find some useful scenarios for this type of provider. It's free to use, and you can check the source code in GitHub. We will add the link in the description of the video. So thanks again, and see you in the next video.